recovering addict and nurse, returns to her old farmhouse with her daughter Tyler and young son Owen after regaining custody of her children. Tyler and Owen discover that the nearby lake has completely dried up, save for some thick, black mud littered with animal carcasses around a dead tree. Pippin, the family dog, appears to be both terrified and drawn to the tree. Pippin eventually runs away into the woods. Owen ran after him, but he disappeared into the woods without being seen. Pippin reappears several days later, hostile towards Owen and with a glint in its eyes. When Owen approaches it, the dog viciously mauls him until Jess kills it. Owen is rushed to the hospital, where he is placed in a medically induced coma. When Owen awakens, he refuses to eat, claiming that the food smells strange. When Jess leaves him alone, he has a seizure, leading doctors to believe he contracted a pathogen from Pippin. Following that, Jess discovers Owen drinking blood directly from his forebag. She frantically takes it away from him but is surprised to see him make a miraculous recovery. Owen later begs his mother for more blood, claiming that he needs it. Jess refuses, but relents when Owen's condition worsens. She starts stealing plasma from her hospital and secretly feeding it to Owen. Owen is eventually released for home care, but he begins to behave strangely. He requests warm blood, and when Jess' hospital notices the stolen plasma, she runs out of supplies. She tries to satisfy Owen's hunger with animal blood, but only human blood relieves his symptoms. She starts feeding him her own blood, gradually becoming anemic, which leads Jess' ex-husband, Patrick, to suspect she has resumed her drug use. Meanwhile, Jess has been caring for Helen, a terminally ill woman who expresses a desire to die rather than endure the intrusive treatments she is subjected to. When she is released from the hospital, Jess offers her a ride before drugging and kidnapping her. She ties Helen up in the basement and explains that her blood will be used to treat Owen's illness. Owen's condition worsens over time, his skin becomes paler, his eyes begin to glow in the dark, and he demands increasing amounts of blood. Tyler discovers Helen, but Jess persuades her to remain silent. Helen eventually escapes, but she cuts her neck open on barbed wire outside the property. Owen finds her and feeds on her, even threatening his mother when she tries to stop him, much to Jess' horror. Tyler becomes concerned about Owen's behavior and goes to investigate the dead tree. She can hear whispers coming from the hole in the wood. Jess resumes feeding Owen her own blood, but his thirst is nearly insatiable. Patrick arrives with Child Protective Services, convinced that Jess has been abusing and neglecting the children once more. Tyler stops Owen from attacking his father's new infant son while he is in a trance. Tyler and Owen bike away, realizing his condition is worsening, while Owen is forced to wear a hood to protect himself from a sudden sensitivity to light. Tyler tries to go to the tree to destroy it and thus undo whatever it has done to her brother, but Owen transforms into a monstrous monster and attacks her. Tyler rushes to the tree, and Owen nearly devours her, but Jess arrives at the last second and saves the day. Owen tries to attack his mother, and Tyler tells her that the monster is no longer Owen. Jess tries to find a way out, but Owen, in a flash of insight, tells her to do the right thing before succumbing to his illness. Owen completes his transformation into a vampire, and Jess drowns him in the thick mud surrounding the tree. Owen's death is made to appear accidental, and Jess is denied custody of Tyler. Tyler tells her mother not to doubt what she did during one of her visits. Jess later burns down the dead tree. Later that evening, Jess gets a new dog, Jericho, with whom she plays in the front yard in the same way Owen did with Pippin. Jericho abruptly stops going for the ball after throwing it too far and appears to be staring at something unseen deep in the woods, in the same direction as the tree from her house.